What's up, guys? It's your boy Bill for Anything. And listen, this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about being cheap. Okay? Here's the thing. We're all cheap about something. Okay? We're all cheap about something. But you got a lot of people who like to use the word cheap as somewhat of like this badge of honor of like this person who doesn't spend their money frivolously, when really and truly the word or the term you want to use is frugal, right? That's really meant to describe somebody who's a bit more conservative when it comes to money, or in fact their food that they eat as well. Being cheap just simply means that you're not willing to pay the value of something. You want to pay below the value, right? So that's really what being cheap is. But then I ask you guys, which one of us out here would not want to pay less than whatever something is worth, right? I mean, you wouldn't want to pay more than what it's worth, right? On occasion, you want to base everything on your value. And so I want to show you something. I just picked up this scale, right? This is a Nokia Body Cardio scale. And this scale costs $180. And I know what you're thinking. What the hell would I spend $180 on a scale? Like, what are you talking about, bro? I get you. I wouldn't spend $180 either. In fact, I'm gonna give you a little tip. I bought this from Best Buy. Anytime you are going to buy anything from Best Buy has a price match that they do because they understand that Amazon be whooping them, them and Walmart. Like, they just get whooped online, and that's where everybody's buying stuff. That's where I get most of my stuff. But here's the trick, right? If you go to Best Buy, if you see something that you want to buy, always check Amazon to see if it's cheaper. Now, here's the thing though, they'll match it. Best Buy will match the price with Amazon, but the item has to be sold on Amazon.com. It tells you on the bottom that it's sold for Amazon.com, so it can't be sold by a third party. And I just recently found out it has to be in stock. Okay, so what I did was I found this on Amazon for $135, and so basically it was 25% off. So I saved myself about $45. Which I'm not complaining about. But I know what you're saying. Still, who would pay $134, for a scale, right? I would. And here's the thing. Actually, when I was picking this up, the Best Buy rep asked the same thing. Like, why would you want to spend that on, like, what's the deal? And the thing is because I told them, I said, well, come on, between me and you, homie, I know you're not going to spend $180 on this because you get a discount anyway, employee discount. All right, so that's number one. But number two, I asked them, I said, look, for what it's capable of doing, right? And I'm gonna read some things to you guys. So this isn't just your typical scale. This really monitors your cardiovascular health. So you have your weight, obviously, that it's gonna monitor, but it also tells you your muscle mass, how much water, body weight, water you have, body fat, right, and heart rate. And so it uses a technology called pulse wave, which is a medically accepted measurement for determining really and truly, how well your body is functioning in terms of your cardiovascular, i.e. your heart. Because obviously if your heart is beating too fast, right, then that could lead to a heart attack. And so high blood pressure, as well as arterial stiffness, like this is what it also monitors. As well as, it tells you the weather, which whatever. But also it has an app that you could download on your phone, which is going to allow you to also track it on their system as well. So what I told him was like this. I said, look, for $180, if this could be something that could prevent you from getting a heart attack, is it worth it? At that point, he's like, actually, yeah, when you think about you could prevent, it actually is pretty worth it. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, right? I don't care what you're cheap about. You could be cheap about whatever. Don't be cheap when it comes to your health. Like, it's just, that annoys me, right? Because everybody's cheap about something. Don't be cheap when it comes to your health, okay? I see people all the time who they're not willing to pay for a gym membership, right? And listen, if you don't have it, you don't have it. I mean, hopefully you work your way to get it. I mean, that's my mentality. If I don't have something, it don't just stop there. I'm going to work my way to get what it is that I want, right? But okay, you don't have it right now. That's fine, right? I'm talking to people who you have it, but you much rather spend it on other things. And so that's where your value system comes into play, right? So I remember I had a friend who, likes to refer to themselves as being cheap. And so I remember one time I showed them, my drone that I have, right? I have the DJI Mavic drone. And they liked the drone. They're like, man, it's pretty cool. I'm like, all right. And they asked me, like, how much? Like, what does it go for? And in my head, I'm like, all right, this person, doesn't like to spend money on things, so they say. So I'm like, yeah. So I told them the price. I'm like, it's like $1,000, and then if you want to get the batteries, it's like $1,100, $1,200, it could be. And this person's like, okay. What do they do a couple days later? They go out and they buy the drone. So you might be sitting at home like, why would anybody spend that kind of money on a drone, right? What's your value system? This person valued it. This person saw the value in that, and they're like, oh, I want that, right? But yet this same person may feel like $60 is too much for a gym membership, right? And so I'll give you another example, right? You have athletes like LeBron James. I remember I saw this article a couple of days ago where Dwayne Wade called them cheap. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this guy makes millions of dollars. But here's the thing with celebrities and athletes. A lot of them, it's not that they're cheap, it's that they get stuff for free. So after a while, when you keep getting things for free, paying for something is like I'm not paying for that, right? It's not the same as, if you don't have it. And so he said that he's cheap, right? He doesn't like to spend money. And they said how he listens to Pandora all the time, which is an app that you could download on your phone, which you could stream music. But he doesn't want to pay for like the subscription, which means that they take away the commercials and you could, I guess, skip through the music as well. He doesn't want to pay for that, right? So keep in mind, this is the same guy who he doesn't want to pay for the Pandora music, but yet he spends $1.5 million a year on his health, right? Health and fitness. So he has obviously chefs. This is all documented things. He has equipment in his home. He spends that on his body, right? And then this same individual just bought a second home in LA for $25 million, right? So is this person really cheap? I don't think they're really cheap. Now keep in mind, Pandora got wind of it and sent out a message to him like, hey, we're going to give you a free membership. So obviously, again, he's taken care of. So what is my message to you guys? My message to you guys is 2018, let's not be cheap. Let's invest in our health. Let's invest in quality food. Let's invest in a gym membership. Let's invest in our bodies, right? Like that's the most important thing that you have. A lot of people tend to value, materialistic things. These things come and go. You have one body. Stop being cheap about that. Just stop. Let's really try to build ourselves up, man, because your body and your mental space, these are things that you should be investing in on the regular, okay? On a regular basis. And so again, you can be cheap about whatever you want. Don't be cheap about your health. Take care of you, all right? So that's my message for you guys today. It's your boy Bill for Anything. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Welcome to the Built Nation if you have. It's your boy. I will catch you on the next video. Peace and love. I'm out.